Howdy, and welcome to Vacation Island by Xena-Spectrale. Download link in the description if you'd like to play. The game is available for free, but has a name your own price. I'd also appreciate it if you checked out the GoFundMe link in the description to help people in Pakistan who were affected by the flood get food and other such rations. So I'd really appreciate it if you supported the developer and check that link out. It'd be really cool of you. Thank you. If you're able to, of course, obviously, if you're able to. So the Vacation Island is a game that looks a little bit like Animal Crossing from what I've seen from it, but is described as a short reverse horror game, which I am interested to see what that could possibly mean. I had a friend who asked me, what does reverse horror mean? Because I was showing them some of the games that I was interested in, and I'm actually controlling this with a controller. One of the options that they had was controller support added in like one of the newer versions of this game. I believe at the time of the recording is about a month old. So our options here, we can move the camera, we can jump. What does right trigger do? Right trigger did something. Oh, right trigger allows us to run. Oh, that's the run effect's interesting. It's like the world kind of like gets longer when we do that. We can hold it for, okay, let's see, that's not holding it, that's holding it. Okay, so our jump gets a little higher. What is this? Okay, this is grass still. I thought it might be like liquid of some sort. Hold left click on humans to charm them. So we found a human, one of the normal, very famous Animal Crossing villagers. Just got a tent from Tom Nook, and we're gonna just, charm them a little bit. Unfortunately, we were unable to charm their eyes, but you can't charm the windows to the soul, baby. You gotta take what you can get. We need to find 8 humans and some ghosts. I can feel that, 8 humans and some ghosts is a very reasonable goal. I see some ghosts over there, but we also have a little what I could only describe as a platforming challenge. So I started saying it. What does reverse horror mean? Because I was showing a friend some of the games I was interested in playing, because he's also interested in some indie horror. And I was like, my assumption for what reverse horror means that we're going to be the monster in this situation. The gameplay that I've seen of this game is from this perspective. So I can only assume when we charmed that human, we took their body. Did I collect you? I'm not sure if I collected that. Okay, there we go. The counter did go up. I didn't see it increment. It looks like it takes a moment to increment. They have like an animation of them disappearing. They don't seem to fly up into the sky. Oh, hey, fellow human. We took them out. So we were told there were some ghosts and 8 humans. Yeah, another one? Oh, you just with us now? I guess since we charmed them, they're just along for the ride. They're looking up at something. Can I go in the water? Before I go in the water, I should probably look around. What are these? Looks like jugs with that are tied off a bit at the top. So, not exactly sure what that's for, but that's not important because we got ghosts to collect. And then we got to check in the water because you never know what's down. See? Oh, no, that's just the human that we've already charmed. That human's along for the ride. Are you ghosts? I'm not sure if you are ghosts. And since it's the water, you can jump infinite times, which is actually a pretty smart way to implement swimming in a video game. Just be like, yeah, you can jump infinite times, and that's how we'll handle it. Can we? Yeah, because we can't jump infinite times in outside of the water. I should say. I almost said in the water. We'll of course go out this waterfall to find more water. I keep seeing the other human and thinking, aha, we found them. So there are 88 ghosts and 8 humans. My assumption was going to be 8 humans and then 80 ghosts, and then it'd be like, as we find them, they, the humans would increment it by, the humans would increment it, but they didn't seem to do the trick. A little house, someone bought a house, and they're moving in, or perhaps they're in boxes, waiting to come get collected. Oh, I keep saying the other one and thinking, oh, there they are, but no, that's just... Those are our passengers. So an accidental jump scare built in there. I now live right across the street from train tracks, and the train whistle went off and spooked me. Even though that's been happening for a while, it still scared me. And it's also thematically relevant to this game, since Animal Crossing for the GameCube or N64. If you're into the real shit, and by that I mean our Japanese, I guess. The N64, but with the train, it's I if it wasn't like deafeningly loud, like whenever the horn goes off, because like I said, I don't live close to it. I live directly. Oh, hey, a hand. What's up? I guess we could look at the vista. I live directly across the street from it. Like I could hop out my window and be there, and I don't know, maybe 10 seconds. Which may be faster if you weren't a very slow person like me. I got the bad knees. I was not a fast person when I had good knees. It's just it's an estimation. It's maybe 50, 75 feet. I don't know. I'm also not good at estimating things. I believe this is where we quote unquote started. Not exactly where we started, which I forgot which one was the run button while I was chilling waiting for the train to become a reasonable volume, almost a distance. I guess distance away, yes, but also just volume. So we kind of made a loop back, so I wanted to see where this would have put us out. So there is this big head that we started by. It's Y to jump on the gamepad, and I hit A because normally it's A. I can't go through there even if I spit my charm, which the game instructions say that this is charming them, so we don't need to think about the fact that it's like the feeling bad little like bubbles. Or wait, is that feeling bad? I think that's the mischievous like smoke that goes up when it goes and they're like like when they make that face. Not exactly sure. Do not use emotes in the Animal Crossings very often, unfortunately, even though they're fun, because it's not until like someone visits or you're trying to take a picture where you're thinking like, oh, I'm gonna pose for the camera. Not a lot of doing that in normal play for me. Hey, what's up, human? What are you wearing? I wonder if. Oh, well, I was about to say I wonder if. Oops. I was about to say I wonder if these outfits were present in Animal Crossing, but that'd probably be a legal problem, and also they just don't exactly like they have that Animal Crossing 1 like dress shirt vibe where all clothes are just dresses. Is that no you get shorts. You do get shorts in that game if you pick like the male I almost said icon, it's a character. If you pick the male character, you do get shorts. It's just like the shirts are real big, like kind of like dressies. It's the villagers and the first one that do the dress shirts that are dressed like, not that they are dress shirts in the way that you would think of, I can put this on and go to work and go to the office, that kind of bullshit. So how are we doing? We're almost halfway with ghosts. How many? I haven't actually been counting because I totally lost my train of thought. Which train lost? Because of the train. That was completely like just nixed from my brain. The things and how to count. How to count is always a problem. I suppose I didn't have to come this way. In fact, I'm surprised we were. I was surprised we were able to go as far as we did. I was like, oh god, what's gonna happen now? But they did put if you go out of bounds, it just spawns you at the beginning, which is nice. I was like, oh boy, I bet we're screwed now. But no, luckily they thought of that, which makes me think that there's probably other places we can get out of bounds. Was that another hand? Yep. I'm not sure if that's another hand or if that was the first hand that we saw, because there could be a lot of hands. That big face we saw, I wonder if it's tied to those hands at all. Oh, okay, it's just like a dark forest we can enter. I wasn't sure what the deal would be with this, like if it would like transition to like a new like screen or something. But now it's just a dark forest that we could enter if we wanted to, and we will want to because we need to collect all the ghosts. In fact, I probably don't want to pick up the last human until we get all ghosts, because I'm not sure if it'll like, well, you got all the humans, that's the end of the game. Even though there'd be, ghosts that we could collect. We want to get all the things. We can't leave Click Clock Wood without all of the notes. That'd be insane. Hey, what's up? They're not looking at us, which keeps making me tempted to do what I did the one time where, you know, the other human we got, and just get too close to the edge, just so I can jump off and see their face for one brief moment before falling. Not to my death, just falling. None of these animals' homes seem to be finished, but seeing as they're all like this, it's either a new vacation island that they all live on, and they haven't finished their homes yet, or perhaps this is just the style of home that they enjoy. They like having their homes like open in this way. You know, perhaps they don't feel the need to like lock their doors and hide away from the elements and other such things that could go bump. We found some more of these bottles. Not exactly sure what they are. My only guess, and it's probably a bad guess, is that they're like in like Japan, there's like these gourd things that have like medicine. I think they might do liquor as well. They probably use them for other things, but being a very uncultured idiot, I can only think about them in the context of, oh yeah, like gourds of alcohol or medicine, because that's just normally what you see in an anime or a video game. The only way I interact with the world, the very limited ways. We have 7 now, right? Or is it 6? All right, we do have 7. I can't, like, I'm always, for some reason, whenever I have to count or do math in a video, it always makes me super nervous, where it's like, oh no, what if I count or do math wrong? Because I'm a math minor, so I always feel like, oh, I should be better at this than I am. But it's just something about when you record, it's just like, oh god, no, I'm going to do it wrong. So it's like, I don't trust my eyeball or my memory to just be like, okay, yeah, I remember. And we only got 20 more ghosts and one more human, so we are getting close. What's down here? I'm not sure if this was the area we were in earlier or if this is a different part of the forest. Let's just check in here. Can I run underwater? I can run underwater. We are so powerful. And this gets us to the other side of this gate. They thought they could keep us out. No one can do anything to us. We're the ones with all the power here. I also like these animal ghost models. They're very cute, and of course a very sad way, since they are ghost animals. So that's inherently a little sad, but also they're little cuties. This game has a very cute aesthetic for being a horror game, and part of that I imagine is the N64 nostalgia that I obviously have as one of those Nintendo playing grower uppers. And also, I was huge. I loved. Oh, we're back here. Okay, this is where this. Oh, I thought it bumped into the lamp, and I was like, "What the hell just happened there?" Actually, how did we get here? I've completely gotten turned around, but it doesn't matter because I found ghosts to go after, so it all worked out in the end. And I'm starting to think that my assumption of what reverse horror meant was correct, and that we are the monster. Because we're going around where charm. Oh, I got some serious airtime off that one. Oh boy, yeah, you can get some big jumps in this game. We're going around charming the humans. We're collecting the souls of the dead. What we're doing is probably not what the good guy. Why did I come back up here again? I'm not sure why I felt compelled to go back up there, because we've already been here. And I know it looks like I'm just going the same way again, but I wanted to just jump over the wall instead of going through the water, because for some reason that made more sense to me than just doing the thing that we knew that we knew would work. It would have been as easy as that, and that we see the other side of the gate. On the other side, it's wood, but this one's like metal, some kind of green metal. Interesting. What is green? Oh man, I just had it like not on the tip of my tongue, but I guess the tip of my brain, like very edge. I was like, oh, green metal. Oh, I know what that one is. What it's called. I was like, oh, I can bust this out, and it'll be really surprising and cool given just how many things I normally just don't know or cannot summon. But nope, didn't get it. What is this stuff down there? We found our last human. Oh, 88. I thought we were at 86 for some reason. It took a while for it to increment up, so I wasn't sure um, you know, how it was going. And I know we can get the last human. Oh, there's an invisible wall here. Okay, I was like, I wanted to know what happened if we just walked into the damn sea and did the thing. We get our big old arm, replacing the lighthouse from Animal Crossing. And we'll just go ahead and charm you. And I believe we've done our dark deeds and collected all of our dark passengers. Well, we don't know if they're dark passengers, so I assume I didn't count incorrectly earlier. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think we have them all. But now what do? We've done our goal that we were told to collect 8 humans and some ghosts. And, you know, I don't want to brag, but I got 88 ghosts. The max I was told that I could collect, unless I was lied to. No, this was not the way we wanted to go. So I assume we want to return to the beginning of the game and maybe consult that big face we saw. As someone who has a bit of familiarity with having a face in real life and the face in this game, make an assumption there. Hey, what's up? So it did seem that the arm and the face were linked. Our passengers are still with us. We're in a new place. Is this what happened to the town after collecting all the humans and some ghosts? Yeah, it seems like it might be the same geography. Just one more train jump scare for the road. While I was sitting there waiting for it to go away, I was just straight up told that we can quit when we want. The game is over. So it seems by delivering, charming. We don't. Who could say what we've done to these humans? And some ghost. We've done something for this being, and something's happened to the landscape. I don't seem to be able to jump off that way. I can jump in hole. Can get in hole. Can I get out of hole? No, I do not. We can't get out of hole. We can get out of hole. We just gotta be clever and actually use the geometry. Okay, so we delivered some souls to this entity, and they blighted the land. Like, yeah, we come over here, we can see the where the ocean was, the pier, the arm no longer sticking out of the ground since, you know, arm's up there. So we've done something for this bang. Was it the good thing to do? Who could say? It's, you know, it's a mystery of whether what we did could be described as heroic or good. You know, I think it's pretty vague, you know, up in the air. It's open for interpretation, you know. So we'll maybe in the coming days we'll think about this and decide whether what we did kicked ass or not. But I enjoyed this game. I downloaded it because I thought it looked interesting, and it is listed as a prototype. I didn't realize. I thought it was like a finished game. Oh shoot, my thing's in the way. What version is this? The Post Jam Update 2. That's the version I'm playing. So perhaps at some point this game will be expanded into something more. I'm not exactly sure. I mean, I guess you could take this idea and build it out into like maybe like a more like traditional Animal Crossing, but with like without all like the features. So like, oh, all the animals are doing their daily life, and then you show up and wreak some havoc, like a like you know, some kind of creepypasta kind of deal. That could be like an interesting way to take like how do you expand this into like a full version. Maybe the creator has some idea, since it is listed as a prototype. And I'm not sure if it's listed as a prototype just to be like, hey, you know, it's a short little game. You explore this area, you know, see what you can find some ghost, which I wish that were me. I wish I could find some ghosts. That'd be cool. I feel like I'm dangerously close to becoming a ghost hunter every single day of my life. And boy, when that happens, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, I think this is an interesting like possible proof of concept, even if it's not just like as a game that we played. I love to run around a little world and collect some things. That's always good for me. You know, I like Animal Crossing, so doing like the whole like Animal Crossing like creepypasta thing, yeah, I think is cute and find interesting. I don't know how it holds up. I remember like years ago there was one where like It was like, everyone probably knows it, but it was like Tom Nook's like, oh, he's doing something weird to everyone, and it was like a scary town, that kind of deal. I remember enjoying that. I don't know how it holds up or even what it was called anymore. Yeah, I'd be interested to see what comes out of this, and even if this is it, and there's no more Vacation Island to be had, what Xena-Spectrale will have for us in the future.